All right, it's that time of the year again, Valentine's Day 2024, and Nigerians as well as people around the world are asking that very same question that LL Cool J was asking way back in 1995. Who do you love and are you for sure? Ikeja City Mall in Lagos, Nigeria is its usual hustle and bustle of activity, with Valentine's Day attractions put in place to entice love-related purchases. But these discretionary purchases are competing with essentials like fuel and food, the all-important foreign exchange that's made so many headlines in Nigeria. Ayo Ibaru, CEO of North Court Real Estate, explains the attraction of the Ikeja City Mall.
Historically, Ikeja City Mall has always been aggressive with looking for alternative sources of revenue. They were one of the first to start charging for car parking. They were one of the first to even encourage entertainers to come and start performing in their car parks, open air, from Thursdays during the week to Friday to Saturday. And now, what that has done is they now have a track record and they've built momentum.
Momentum is one thing, but what about purchasing power? Can the businesses at shopping malls in Nigeria depend on Nigerians to spend enough to get them into the black, especially on a retail occasion like Valentine's Day? We looked outside the shores of Nigeria at Northern Africa, Egypt, for comparison. In 2023, Arise News was in Sharm el-Sheikh, Egypt for the African Development Bank's annual meetings.
Welcome to the 2023 annual meetings of the African Development Bank Group. And I know several of you are here in this same place, in Sharm el-Sheikh, for the COP27, which was so well hosted by the government of the Arab Republic of Egypt and was such a great success.
It wasn't all work. We took some time to take in the sun, sights, and sounds. We also took a trip to Cairo and visited the City Stars Center shopping mall. 750,000 square meters of world-class fashion, retail, and dining in the heart of Cairo. Egypt and Nigeria share similar economic challenges. Both countries have low foreign exchange reserves and are looking for foreign direct investment from outside. Both countries have foreign exchange backlogs that need to be cleared. Both countries have high debt. Both countries have weak currencies that have suffered multiple devaluations. But according to the World Bank, in 2022, GDP per capita in Egypt was $4,295. In Nigeria, $2,162. This point was driven home by none other than Bayo Onanuga, Special Advisor on Information and Strategy to President Tinubu on the Arise News primetime show. Here's what he said.
So what is happening is that our country is a very, very poor country.
So this all translates to purchasing power in shopping malls. Here is energy and industrial analyst Mustafa Wahab.
The truth is that Nigeria's economic landscape, our purchasing power is quite weak.
Yeah.
If you go to a country like South Africa, when you go into some of their malls, you see consumers shopping.
You're right.
In various malls. If you go to our own mall in Nigeria, where you see people is in the eateries, people buying food.
Right. Good observation.
People shop in those bigger African countries, in Morocco, in South Africa, Egypt as well. Right. Yeah. People shop significantly, good shopping, because they have the purchasing power.
So, on Valentine's Day, businesses are dealing with a weaker macroeconomic environment in Nigeria. But depending on the business, they're still optimistic of making sales. Apparently, the 2024 Valentine's Day gift menu includes jewelry. It also includes lace wigs. And since Nigerians are facing a lot of stress, massages are on the Valentine's Day gift menu in 2024.
Yes, I would say so, because rings have so much sentimental values of love, and it's a season of love, so I would say it's a perfect gift for Valentine's.
All right, so are lace wigs generally a popular item for gifts for Valentine's Day?
I would say 15 years ago, it's quite uncommon to see people gifting, you know, their loved ones lace or frontal wigs. But in the past 10 years, I said 10 years because that's long I've been in the business. In the past 10 years, it's so common these days. I mean, we don't want flowers anymore. We don't want chocolates. So we need something that we can look at 5, 10, 3, you know, to remind us that you were once existing in our life. And when it comes to women, wig is one of the top, if not first, second priority that, you know, that makes us feel cheeky and better and, you know, beautiful. So yeah, there's been quite a lot of demand for it in the past 10 years.
I would say slightly higher. We had so much demands for rings in 2024.
All right, with respect to demand, so if we compare, if I want you to tell us about the demand for your wigs, January through early February of this year compared to the same period last year, what's the demand like?
The demands keep increasing, regardless of what everybody thinks is happening with the dollar exchange rate. So here's the thing, when I started my business 10 years ago, I've always priced my prices on dollar versus naira versus pounds. The reason is because I trade on dollars when I'm buying these goods. So naira hasn't been a major role, you know, all those years. So the difference now is, especially with people that are paying on naira, the price of this hair, if it's $100 10 years ago, is still $100 to today. It doesn't change. The only thing that has changed is the exchange rate. You know, it's higher now when you're buying on naira. So yeah, we do have a lot of complaints from people who are paying on naira, but for people who has always known the prices are these in dollar, they don't have a problem with it. So the demands keep increasing.
In the last 2 months, our prices has been upgraded at least twice or 3 times. Even till yesterday, it was updated yesterday.
Okay, well, I'm glad you mentioned that because like this one, for instance, at 1,445, this is a 2.1, 2.2 million naira piece. So that with the way prices have moved, people are still buying them.
People are still buying it. In fact, sometimes I'm surprised at where these people are getting money. I'll be wondering, is it the same Nigeria wig? But because, yeah, a lot of people are still buying hairs to date. Yeah.
All right, so massages, are they a popular gift item around Valentine's Day?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, okay, so as far as what's most popular, maybe if you can put them into categories, is it, you know, what's most popular to least popular as far as the categories are concerned?
Men booking an appointment for female, then female booking an appointment for male, and couples coming in together to have a session.
Okay, so that'll be 1, 2, and 3. All right, so as far as demand for services are concerned, how would you compare demand for this year compared to this same period, January through early February of last year?
Apparently, there's been high demand for massage this period because Nigerians are going through a lot of stress mentally, physically at the moment, so there is high demand for massage.
Yeah, okay, now prices, because we've talked to other businesses in different fields, and exchange rate movements, inflation and so on, they've had to raise their prices. What about you? Have you had to raise your prices?
No, our price has been the same from inception.
Okay.
We've been on the same price.
Well, how is it that you don't have to raise prices?
Because the kind of massage we render here is different. We render a body-to-body massage, a new massage.
So by body-to-body, you mean no clothes on?
Maybe.
Okay, so as a result of that, you don't have the price is already high enough, you don't have to raise them already.
Yes.
Very interesting. Okay, well, I guess just to round off, happy endings, they are primarily geared towards men. In the interest of, you know, gender balanced happy endings, do women get happy endings as well?
Yes, they do. On demand.
On demand?
Yes.
So what about here? All right, so Arise News has a variety of popular shows during the week and the weekend. And one of those popular shows is Perspectives, which airs 11 a.m. Saturdays, West African time. And on one particular episode of Perspective, which went viral, was a discussion around the Nigerian economy and love. And one of the guests was saying that the economy is so tough now that men in Nigeria are delaying love. Here's that clip.
when you look around and you see the situation around, you can see a lot of single ladies in Nigeria. And when you look around the world, it's not like that. They say God is love. How do we arrive here? No money, no honey. That's so bad. Even the guys in Nigeria right now, they are marrying at the age of 45, 46, 50. I'm 51. I'm already a grandfather. Because my son that is 25, 26, in UK, he grew up in UK where money is not the issue, love is the issue. So the women, they are now the one that is buying all our uncles, our brother now. Because if you don't have money, you can't marry. Prostate cancer is on the rise. Now, you see all of them doing stomach, doing bomb. I've told President Tinubu we have to start taxing them because they are the one even keeping the dollar. You see the dollar crisis we are now. When you go out, you meet a girl, she won't ask you for naira again. She will ask you for dollar. They are the one causing dollar crisis in Nigeria right now as we speak. Okay. You can see how the country is going. I had a friend the other day said he's getting married at the age of 46. I said 46, I don't born 5. What are you waiting for? He said, who go answer you if money no day?
So, there's the clip. Now, what we decided to do was to ask people, business owners and individuals, whether or not the Nigerian economy supports love.
Absolutely. There's love. There's love because people walking into this place and considering the price and they just go for it. They don't think twice before doing that. If it's way out of their budget, they go for something that is lesser in the means of their budget. So I would say there's love. I fell in love this year, so.
Oh, isn't that adorable? She found love in a hopeless place.
Love can survive. You don't need money to love somebody. You can love somebody genuinely without anything being attached to it. So it can survive.
What I can say is from an Ivorian perspective, from an African perspective, and from the citizen of the world perspective, I think love calls for creativity. Love calls for innovation. Necessity is the mother of invention. So this economy, be it in Cote d'Ivoire, in Africa, or all over the world, we have to be creative to find a way to celebrate love.
No time for love. No time for love. How do you want to think about love when you want to pay bills?
Nigerians have faced so much. High inflation, prices continue to rise, a weakening currency, and all they're asking for this Valentine's Day is to be pampered. Rotus Oddiri, Arise News.